Have you ever had a boss who told you to do something you weren't comfortable with? Or found yourself going along with a popular opinion, even when your gut told you it felt a little wrong? If so, you're not alone. The pressure to follow orders, to fit in, is a powerful force that shapes our actions in ways we may not even realize. In the 1960s, a psychologist named Stanley Milgram decided to investigate just how far ordinary people would go in the name of obedience. His experiments became infamous, and they remain disturbingly relevant to this day. Picture this. You're taking part in a psychology study and told your job is to help another person learn. Each time they make a mistake, you must punish them with an electric shock. The shocks supposedly increase in intensity with each wrong answer. The person in the other room screams in pain, begging you to stop, yet the experimenter urges you to continue. How far would you go? Milgram's findings were chilling. A majority of study participants, everyday men and women, kept administering shocks even when they believed they were causing serious harm, even potentially lethal harm. It wasn't that they were cruel people. They were caught in the grip of obedience, trusting the authority of the scientists and losing sight of their own conscience. But Milgram's work raises some deeply uncomfortable questions. Was it ethical to put participants through such a stressful, potentially traumatizing experience? Can lab experiments truly capture the complex forces at play in real-world acts of cruelty or blind obedience? Some critics have argued that Milgram's focus on obedience, while important, paints an incomplete picture of human behavior. We are also creatures of empathy, of resistance. Not everyone follows orders blindly, yet the danger remains sadly real. Think about instances of police brutality, where officers justify harmful actions by saying, "I was just following orders." Or consider how easily online hate mobs form, swept up by group dynamics and a feeling of righteousness that overrides compassion. Milgram's work doesn't give us easy answers. It is, however, a powerful call to vigilance. It reminds us that the path to terrible deeds is often paved with small acts of submission, where we silence our doubts in favor of following the leader or fitting in with the crowd. So, how can we resist? How do we build a sense of moral courage that won't crumble under pressure? Here are a few things to keep in mind. Question authority, respectfully but persistently. Never assume someone is automatically right just because of their job title or position of power. Cultivate your empathy. When faced with a situation, try to imagine how the person being harmed might feel. Speak up when you see injustice. Silence is a form of complicity. Milgram's legacy is complex. His experiments were flawed, yet they revealed something vital about our potential for both harm and good. The true struggle is the one within ourselves, to ensure our conscience remains louder than any voice demanding blind obedience. If you want to learn more, click on the link in the description to get our book, The Shock of Obedience.